to another Early Bird Adventures, guys. Today I launched off the north shore of Lake Superior in Minnesota waters. I launched out of Twin Points. As you can see, I'm coming down the ramp right now. I went for salmon and trout. Mainly was trying to target the cohos. They go up the north shore every year and follow, the cold water. And then close to, end of August, September timeframe, they'll head back down to the south shore to spawn in the rivers down there. Some head over to Canada to spawn in those rivers. There is a little spawning in the North Shore rivers on Minnesota side, but not. It's very negligible. That's mainly the pink salmon and stuff like that. So today I actually went 5 for 11 for 5 hours of trolling. It was a little frustrating day. I was doing a lot of swapping in for fly leaders and stuff, going from a couple different hook setups, using the same skirts, but just different hook setups. And I actually ended up with 3 cohos, 1 king, and 1 pink. And I had like I said, a bunch of other misses. So today, basically, it was a chrome and blue flasher with a green fly behind it. I did have a few hits on some of the other flasher fly combos. I had that same green flasher from the previous video and fly that had a couple hits on it. And then that was dead for quite a while, so then I swapped it out for a different flasher fly, which had a hit right away and then nothing for a long time after that. And ended up swapping out again, but I stuck with the flasher fly since that seemed to be doing so good for me. But it was basically that chrome blue flasher with the green fly behind it that did most of the damage for this day. And I also was having some camera problems. I was trying to get stuff ready the night before, and I noticed that one of my GoPros wasn't turning on. So I tried using one of the cheaper cameras that I originally bought early on, and the footage is just terrible. I can't. I was trying to edit it, and I just couldn't go from the nice GoPro front camera to the terrible cap cam footage. And I was trying another trick too, because I was worried about the reason the one GoPro might have gone is because I was using the external battery port a lot, and I was worried that maybe the battery overheated and caused damage to the inside of the GoPro camera. So I tried a trick I saw where you take the battery completely out, and so I did lose the 2 other fish that I hit. I didn't realize that my plug had come undone. So I only got 3 fish on here, but I got a bunch of other missed hits that I'll show you guys and stuff like that. But I also lost my 8-ounce torpedo weight, and so I ended up having to use a 4-ounce one. So you can see what happened when I was catching the king was I looked on my dive chart, and I'm like, okay, I still want to get to 40-foot depth. So I let out what I thought was the correct amount of line, and I hadn't been hit for probably 30-40 minutes or whatever. So when the king hit, I actually loosened the drag and was basically slowly letting it creep out. And that's when the king smacked it. So I've clearly been following it for a while. But anyways, so I hope you guys enjoy the video and have a good day.
Okay, the button going back on the swing.
So the first few clips here, guys, I actually went 0 for 2 in my first pass along the shoreline. I basically got hit on both ones. As in the last video, I was doing pretty much the same thing because I was market fishing roughly the same spot. I wasn't marking as much bait fish, but clearly that wasn't a problem for this day. I was clipping an 8-ounce snap weight and letting it down about 80 feet-ish. I think it was 85 total, because I have about a 17-foot leader, and then clipping a snap weight to it and letting it out to 101 feet total on the line. I also, later in the video, I had to switch to a 4-ounce snap weight, and I was letting that out, according to the torpedo's dive chart, I was letting that out a total of 200 feet. So they both should have been getting down about 40 feet down in the water column. Hope this helps.
That's ridiculous. shouldn't be losing that many fish. More fish.
One of the adjustments I made today, because I was losing so many fish, was I was thinking that possibly since the clicker, it does affect how the drag comes out of the reel and this and that. I was wondering if that was one of the reasons why I was losing fish. So I actually ended up taking the clicker off after this fish, I think right here in particular. And the rest of the day I was just running it without the clicker. Since, you know, that's another gear the clicker engages, and it does make the drag a little stiffer. I was wondering if that's one of the reasons I was losing so many fish. So I might try to continue doing that. So you might not hear the clickers anymore. I don't know. I might still probably, like if I'm just running them off my kayak like this, have the clicker off. But if I'm running planer board, I'll probably still have it on. I don't know. We'll have to see. Nice little pink salmon.
And of course I'm spotting the batteries.
Wow. As you can see, while I'm fighting this fish, this is actually the king I caught. It wasn't a huge king. It was, you know, an okay king, 27.5 inches, which is all right for Lake Superior. As you saw at the beginning of the clip, I had not been hit for a while, so I'm like, well, maybe I'm fishing too high because I had swapped to a 4-ounce snap weight instead of the 8-ounce, which I was using for most of the morning. So With the Akuma drag system, it is an extremely buttery smooth drag, but they have a click system included in that. So what you end up having to do, which not everyone knows, it's the same on the convector too. The Magda Pros don't have it, but the convector and the Akumas, the cold waters, do. So you'll feel the clicks when you adjust the drag. Well, in order for those washers to engage to that drag, you got to do like 1 or 2 cranks with the reel. So as you saw at the beginning, when the fish initially hit, you saw I instantly put my thumb on the reel to try to get some tension on it because it was pulling a lot of line out after that initial hit. And then you saw me hand pulling some of the line out, checking, how tight my drag is and trying to adjust it as the fight's going on. What I was doing was I was going to slowly creep that weight out, so I loosened the drag enough so that it was, going to maybe go a foot a second or something like that. I can't remember exactly what I ended up having it, but basically it was slowly going to creep out so I can maybe get that flasher fly down a little bit. So clearly this fish had been following it for a while, and just that little bit of speed change / slowly dropping down in the water column caused it to hit. And I'm going to try to not edit as much of this fight out as possible just because I thought it was kind of cool. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Now, I did, with the 4-ounce snap weight, I was checking the torpedo dive chart. I used 30-pound braid, which is exactly what their dive chart is calibrated for. So now obviously my line counters, as you're letting line out, and especially, these ones with the 4-ounce and the flasher fly, I had to let a lot more line out than I did the 8-ounce ones. As you're letting more line out, the line counters become less calibrated. So I was still just double checking and, making sure I'm down about that 40-foot mark, which I was getting hit earlier in the day. So hope you guys enjoy the fight.
In the neck. finally got one of you suckers. Very nice coho. Very nice. Very nice.
That's it for this trip, guys. I wish I got the last 2 cohos that I ended up catching this day, but you know, camera difficulties and this and that. Hope you guys still enjoyed the video. If you guys want me to do more of a detailed tactics video, let me know. But otherwise, have a good day. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and you know, comment down below. Let me know if there's other things you guys want to see me do, and you know, tell me how I'm doing with editing and this and that. All right, have a good day.